Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Um. Wow. I'm confused. Jeff Stoutland just left. I know he had a bad year. We could say the offensive line wasn't great, but this don't make fucking sense. Jeff Stoutland is one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. What are we doing? Jeff Stoutland is now out. So not only do we need an offensive line head coach, we're looking at another quarterback coach. This could be a new offense that we have never seen in our lifetime. Now, I want to say that to the people, I mean, he's still going to be in the building, but I got no words. I mean, holy shit. Jeff Stoutland is no longer the offensive line head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. The greatest offensive line coach we had since Chip Kelly in 2013. Um, I don't know. I don't know what people want me to say. That is a shocker that I've never seen in my lifetime. Um, I I don't know the plan. I really don't. I don't know the plan. There's a lot of people in the comments about the Eagles' downfall. Whatever. Um, especially on IG. I don't know the plan, man. Like, why is this even happening? Like, what did happen behind the scenes? Did Nick Sirianni piss him off or something like that? Like, it's a weird offseason, man. Not only you got a new offense corner, you're probably getting a brand new offensive line. I mean, Sean Mannion is stamping his offense and shit. You know what I'm saying? And listen, you want a guy that's gonna come in and bring all the coaches, but the lose Jeff Stoutland, man, that is heartbreaking. It's worse than losing Christian Park, in my opinion. Because that guy, I mean, we have never had an offensive line head coach change in a long time. He's been one of the best offensive line coaches. He's the one that made Jordan Mailata into what he was. He was the one that made Chase Kelsey into what he was. Like, come on. And Lane Johnson, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And this is the report. This was about Jeff Stoutland. You know, um, I don't understand this. My time has come to the end. When I arrived here in 2013, I was signing up for a quality, more important, basically saying goodbyes. I mean, did the Eagles organization say, "Hey, man, we're gonna let you go. It's time for us to move on"? Like, I think it's crazy that you leave one of your best offensive line coaches out the door like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, it now gives me hope that hopefully we bring someone. I mean, who's better than Chess Stoutland? Who is the guy we're going after, man? Because like, you could say he had a bad year, but to kick him out, and don't tell me, oh, Chess Stoutland wanted to leave, man. No, man. This was because Shazan Mannion, who didn't think Jeff Stoutland was the fit. Um, Jeff Stoutland is the greatest offensive line coach we ever had. I wish him nothing but the best. I heard he's staying on an organization. Um, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. This is breaking news. Jeff Stoutland is now out as offensive line coach. He is no longer the offensive line coach anymore for the Philadelphia Eagles. So not only you don't have Kevin Batula, well, I mean Kevin Batula was nothing, but you just lost two important pieces to your whole team. You lost your cornerback coach to the Dallas Cowboys. And you lost potentially one of your best offensive line coaches in Jeff Stoutland. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I hate Kevin Batula more. Because, I feel bad the way his season ended. You know what I'm saying? Nick Sirianni demoted him I think in the middle of the year from not being the running back coach. I mean, was it because of Nick? You know what I'm saying? Let me find out what's Nick Sirianni who did this, man. I mean, like, bro, like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's weird that Jeff Stoutland, we already hear rumors that Vic Fangio might retire next year. We're probably going to have a brand new defense coordinator, too. next year. This offseason is so important for Hal Roseman, man. This got to be his best free agency. I think it's important. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a way to keep this offense going, man. You know what I'm saying? We already hear rumors that A.J. Brown, does he want to be here? Does he not want to be here? Now, I don't think the Eagles are going to trade him. But it's like, now Josh Stalin leaves. I got no words. I was going to go on StreamYard today, but it's like, bro, like, I had to get on here because this out of nowhere. This just came out of left field. Jeff Stalin is out as offensive line coach. He's no longer the offensive lineman coach. He's still going to be in the building, but he's no longer part of the offensive line of the ball. It's going to be weird not seeing Jeff Stalin. I ain't going to lie to you, man. And I hope that this doesn't stun Jurgensen's growth, or this doesn't stun Landon Dixon's growth. I hope it doesn't stun Jordan Mailata's growth. I hope that we bring the best offensive line coach. And I trust Sean Mannion. Listen, I'm giving him his trust. I know how Roseman Jeff Lurie has a plan. But it's like, it's weird to see one of your best offensive line. We have had him since 2013. We had him since Doug Peterson was around. We have had him since Kelly was around. To lose Jeff Stalin, it's a huge loss. And I'm not going to sit there and say it isn't. No more Stalin University. I don't know, Des Eagle 90. You know, I was going to go on StreamYard. I might do that a little bit tomorrow. We're going to talk about this because this is the crazy offseason. Like, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be things that we are not going to see. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy offseason. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just Stalin leaving is a huge, you know, loss in my opinion. It's more than a loss than Christian Parker. Because with Christian Parker, you know what I'm saying, you lost a great DB coach. But now you're losing just Stalin on top of that. And then next year you could be losing Vic Fangio. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad when you lose Vic Fangio this year, you know, he's probably coming back for one more year. We don't even know the details. Is he coming back or not? So to lose just Stalin out of nowhere, it's like a gut punch, man. It's a gut punch to your offense. And I hope that Sean Mannion has a good plan. This is Sean Mannion. They're giving Sean Mannion all the tools. Hey, go get your coach staff. Go get the guys that are going to help you succeed, right? Go get the guys you think are going to be qualified, right? And listen, I respect it. I mean, they're giving them the chance to build a team. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. People think it's Nick. I think it's more Sean Mannion didn't want Stoutland as his offensive line coach. You know, there's rumors that, you know, Scott Loeffler won't be the quarterback coach for Jalen Hurts. That we're looking at. We looked at the Cardinals coach today, the quarterback coach. We looked at the guy from, where's the other guy? His name is Greg Olson. I thought they were talking about Greg Olson from the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? But another Greg Olson. We looked at him. You know, I'm thinking Aaron Moorhead is gone too, right? Aaron Moorhead has to be gone. You know what I'm saying? Are they going to keep him or are they going to let him walk? Because just Stoutland leaves tells me that, and here's the thing, why is Michael Clay still in the building? Like, okay, you get rid of just Stoutland, but Michael Clay's still here. Aaron Moorhead, who has no credibility in my opinion, should be here. You know what I'm saying? This telling me there's things that we're not seeing behind the scenes that they're changing everything. They're changing everything. They want to make sure that this offense is clicking. That Nick has no say. Because if you think Nick is getting rid of Jeff Stoutland, you're crazy. This has to do with Sean Mannion. They're making sure Sean Mannion has power, that he is doing everything he can to bring all the coaches he wants. I'm sure he's going to either be from Green Bay, from the offensive line coach from Green Bay, or someone like that. Someone that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That's going to come in and be Jeff Stoutland's replacement. But Jeff Stoutland leaving, it's crazy. I never thought in a million years Jeff Stoutland would leave. I knew eventually, but not after you come off this horrible, disgraceful season with Kevin Batula as your offensive coordinator. You would think maybe after, okay, he wins another Super Bowl, right? Because, you know, you already have rumors that Vic Fangio might be leaving. So now you added with Jeff Stoutland leaving and out the door as the offensive line coach. Now, the good thing he's still in the building. The Eagles are welcoming him back. But it's like, if I'm Jeff Stoutland, you know, I'm going to go somewhere I can coach and be an offensive line coach. Why stay in the building where I'm only going to get demoted? And, you know, if I'm just Stoutland and I get an offer from the Raiders to be an offensive line coach, I'm taking that immediately. You know what I'm saying? But this tells me this two things. Sean Mannion is having full control. Nick Sirianni has no full control. Because Nick Sirianni is not demoting Jeff Stoutland out the door. And, you know, he might have demoted him as running back coach. But this is Sean Mannion. This is what he wants. This is his coaches. This is the guys he's bringing. You know what I'm saying? This tells me that Aaron Moorhead is more likely gone too. That the Aaron Moorhead's not staying. Okay? This also telling me that this is going to be a different offense. and it's catered around Jalen Hurts, which we wanted. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is how this offensive line is going to be, right? Because you change offensive line coaches is not always a good thing. Look at the Giants. They have never had an offensive line coach yet. And if I'm Jeff Stoutland, you know what I'm saying, I might go with Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? Why be a demoted downgrade from what you were? I mean, does he want to retire or does the Eagles force them out? I don't like this. I would have kept Jeff Stoutland, but it's not my call anymore. No more Stoutland University. No more Stoutland University does he go now. I don't understand it, bro. This is out of left field, and it's crazy. So Jeff Stoutland is out as offensive line coach, and now we got to go get offensive line coach. Coached Jordan Mailata, Landon Dixon, Cam Jurgensen, and whoever we draft this year, because just on one thing about him, he got the best out of each and every offensive line. And I think it was unfair that you had injuries on the offensive line because it made Jeff Stoutland look like he was a bad teacher when he wasn't. You know, so he just had a bad year. You know, I would have kept him. Now you're in a situation where now you got to go get an offensive line coach. It's going to be a different offseason this year, man. And you know what? We all got to embrace it. We all got to be ready for it. There's going to be a lot of moving parts this year. A lot of guys are going to be off this team. A lot of guys are not going to be here. It's not going to be the same team. We're going to be revamping this offense. It's revamping this defense. Guys are going to be gone. Coach is going to be gone. It's going to be a brand new offense. You know, so you already know guys are probably leaving. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Stoutland was one of those guys that were leaving. We also heard the possibility that, you know, Jeff Stoutland could stay in the building, but I don't know what Jeff Stoutland wants, man. This makes me hate Petula more. Yeah, I fucking despise Petula, man. Every time I think about it, did you see Jalen Hurts Pro Bowl, by the way? The guy can't throw, right? Yeah, he threw an absolute dart. That tells me that Nick Sirianni was so much in control. And I'm telling you right now, like, you know, Sean Mannion better know what he's doing. And we better hope that Sean Mannion works out. Because if you get rid of Jeff Stoutland, you better get someone better than him. Like, I'm talking about, you better get someone that makes Jeff Stoutland look like a shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, make him look like he's a bad coach. You better get someone even more qualified. Because losing Jeff Stoutland to me, it's no, man. I don't like this decision. I think it's criminal to do that to Jeff Stoutland. But you know, if Jeff Stoutland wanted to leave and retire, I get it. But it looked like they're forcing him out. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Jeff Stoutland is a legend. He definitely is a legend. I mean, he's the reason why Jordan Mailata is in this league. From a rugby player to an offensive line potential Hall of Famer. One of the best left tackles in football. One of the best left tackles in football. After being the backup to Andre Dillard, a first-round bust. You know, the way he was able to coach him and make him into what he was. Look what he did with Isaac Samalo. Look what he did with Halabudi Vata. I mean, all these guys that he's coached. Jason Peters. All these guys. Brandon Brooks. You name it. Lane Johnson. You know, had his great years under Jeff Stoutland. He's been there since 2013. Still with Chip Kelly as an offense. Chip Kelly brought him in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's shocking. He's been there for a long-ass time. Been through the Doug Pearson era. I mean, he's been through three different coaches. So this is the first time he's actually been moved as the offensive line coach. Does he want to go or did the Eagles force him out? There's going to be a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a crazy offseason. Prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. And I'm not talking about the worst in Eagles football. I'm talking about prepare for guys that you love that are not going to be on this team. There's going to be a lot of guys that are not going to be on this team next year. Howie Roseman is going to revenge. You know Howie Roseman. You know what he's going to do. He's going to get guys that you might love and be passionate with and want to keep. The guys are going to be out the door. You know what I'm saying? He's going to revamp this offense, revamp this defense. He's going to move guys when they need to. He's going to make moves that are going to be scratching your head. We got to trust Howie Roseman. We got to believe what he's doing, and we got to believe in the guys that he brings. This is Sean Mannion's offense, and if whatever he wants, we got to trust and hope that they know what they're doing. Personally, would I get rid of Jeff Stoutland if I was Sean Mannion? No, but that's not up to me. You know, that all I can do is sit back and watch and enjoy the process. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the fact that I got an organization that knows what they're doing. They've been to 3 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them. You know, I'm sorry, not 3 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowls, because you can count the McNabb. Now, I wasn't there in the 80s, so you probably count the 5. You were in the 80s. I wasn't born in the 80s, so I don't know if you count 4. But, you know, Jeffrey Lloyd has been a very good owner, and he's shown consistent in winning. We're the only team that's been win back-to-back. So, you know, this is going to be a crazy offseason, and you know, anything can happen now. Already a bad offseason. I wouldn't say a bad offseason, I just think it's changed that sometimes when you're a little kid, you didn't want change. It's like that, bro. So we got to understand that there's always going to be change happening. You can't keep the same guys. Just Stalin leaving does not, help us, but whoever we get, hopefully he's better. I personally don't like this. I would have kept Jeff Stoutland in the building. But it is what it is, man. Just Allen developed Jordan Mailata, Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Emma Makai Becton. Yeah, Brandon Brooks developed him. Isaac Samalo, one of the best offensive line, who's a free agent. With the Pittsburgh Steelers, was a very good offensive line piece for them. Look what he did with Jason Peters. Look what he did with Halibuti Vatai. Look what he did with even with who I thought had a nice year was what's the guy that we picked up in the trade? What's his guy's name, man? I got his face, man. What's the guy that we traded for with the Jacksonville Jaguars, the offensive lineman? We picked up him. I thought he did a nice job. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Already had a bad offseason. We'll see what happens, though. It is interesting. Jeff Stoutland leaving is crazy, man. And I'll definitely come back on this live stream. We might do StreamYard tonight. I might get on my laptop. We might StreamYard tonight because out of nowhere, it's crazy. Maybe even tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. That's more likely because I'm gonna go back watching George Lopez. This is what I've been watching. I've been watching on Disney. I've been trying to stay out of football, man. I've been working on getting getting my license and all that shit. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, it's crazy. Just Stoutland leaving, man. I want to wish him the best, and it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy offseason, and Howie Roseman is already making changes that we've not seen. And this tells me Sean Mannion is in full control because I don't think Nick Sirianni is the one getting rid of him. I think it's Sean Mannion's offense, what he wants. So we'll have to see, man. Already bad, obviously, we'll see, man. It is what it is, man. Happy Wednesday, AIA run. Daniel Bree Sports, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe to this content, man, and we'll be back on the next one. Peace out. Go Birds.